is going to be a part 2 of my talents. This time we're going to be talking about music. You either love it or you hate it, depending on what you are. Artists, like my brother, that absolutely hate some things in music, like the 808s. They're usually made to put you on, chorus and stuff. They're not really used to. They're not made for background music. I'm sorry, Josh A, for, all that. But still, music is everywhere. Well, when I mean everywhere, I mean if it's made or appears. It's everywhere, no matter how you look at it. However, music is developed in many forms. You got your brass instruments that you learn in school, which, to be honest, it is music, but musicians started to go, it's interesting, but I want to make my own music, but I don't feel like buying a brass instrument, so I'm just going to make something, and then later down the year, and it turns into something else, like a guitar, which a guitar, it was developed. Brass instruments are still older, but the difference is that one is the difference is one is just brass, one is not, and one is usually wooden. Anyway, when it comes to a guitar or anything or any instrument, you have notes. I don't really have to go into detail on what a note is. You just gotta know that if this is one note, then a different note should sound like this. And if that's a note, then this one should sound differently. Put it together. I know it's buzzy, it's very cheap. Yeah. It's how notes are formed. Playing something, that sounds different. No. You got it all wrong. I didn't start making music on a guitar. I started making music on a trombone back in middle school. I loved it. And now I don't have it because they're really expensive. However, I started my journey on a piano, not a guitar. So I just don't have my piano with me. Which you could also argue is also a keyboard. I don't have a saxophone. You must be wondering, how does a guitar work? I don't know why you would even ask that in the first place. It's really simple. You just take a guitar, play one string, and play a different. It makes a different sound. But what is sound? I don't want to get into I don't want to get into science and anything like, far out. So I'm just going to say that sound is just the vibration of molecules in the air, which is all it is. However, why does a guitar need a hole in it? Because, well, it's an acoustic. And the only way for it to make noise is having a giant hole in it. You can see this when you scream into a cup. Or a cave. Depending on where you are, I guess. So I guess you could say that, it should be easy, right? Well, how would you play a guitar? Well, you got strumming, then you got plucking, and then you got other guitars where you could just do this. Which doesn't sound too great. But I can do this. Which also sounds good, but, we got guitars for that and stuff. You also got these bars, these whammy bars, which honestly don't do anything unless if you're playing metal or something. On an electric guitar. I mean, I could do the same thing on this guitar, but just by, that's it. I got nothing else to show you. Unless if you want to do a reverse of the bar where it's just doing this. Yeah, I know, Yeah, I know, it's not as surprising, or, useful. But you know, it's a guitar. What do you want me to do? Guitar, the only instrument you can make music with? No! There's more! Some people don't even use an instrument. They use a computer. I don't know why they do, but they just do. Most of the time, computer type instruments are usually made for beat makers and digital artists, EDM type stuff, not really playing an instrument. I mean, you can play an instrument and then add it to a computer, which is what Imagine Dragons do, and it somehow works. Or you could just play a modified, guitar and add, beats to it afterwards, just like Billie Eilish. But then again, Billie Eilish only got good because of her brother. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about digital type stuff, which means I don't feel like opening up my computer. But just know you're going to be using, like FL Studio and stuff, which honestly, it's annoying to learn and get used to. But once you get used to it, it's really easy to do. You just place this there, this there, this there, and this there. Switch an instrument to a different thing, and you just put there, put there, put there, put there, and now you have yourself a beat. Oh, did I learn music through tutorials? No, I learned it by myself. I just played what sounded good to me. There's that. There are other ways to make music, but there's just, there's a lot of instruments out there, okay? I mean, to some people, a PVC pipe is an instrument. But that's kind of a Blue Man Group thing. This is not why you're here. Yeah, this is just not why you're here. You're here because you want to know how I was able to make music and how would you start with music. Which I'm going to tell you in the next video. So, make sure you subscribe because I'll be posting a lot more about these talents. Not to mention that, I gotta, make one for, science, and make one for games, like how you make games, and models. Which, this is gonna be pretty fun. This is actually a really cool experience. And, yes, I'm gonna be making one how to make videos as well, because I've been doing that for a long time. I'll see you guys in the next video for music.